And I hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving. And welcome back to What Would They Listen To, where I talk about some characters, and talk about what kind of genres of music they would listen to in their off time. And today I'm going to be talking about Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja. So let's get started with Randy himself. Now, Randy, I think, would have a kind of a diverse list. Not well. When I say like diverse, I mean like he would definitely have like a playlist of rap and rock in here. He definitely strikes me as a rap rock kind of guy. Um, for rap and for the rock side, mostly I think it'd be like early Fall Out Boy, maybe some Ice Nine Kills. That'd probably be the heaviest he would go. Um, I would say also like he definitely strikes me as like a fan of Sum 41 and Good Charlotte and My Chemical Romance, as well as Blink 182. Oh, definitely he'd be a Blink 182 fan. Maybe just a little bit of Limp Bizkit. Well, actually, if anything, Howard would be the Limp Bizkit fan. I also think that Randy would also be listening to, like I said, Fall Out Boy and not current Fall Out Boy, but pre-sellout Fall Out Boy. Um, also, Panic at the Disco. For the rap side, he strikes me as like a guy who would dig like Drake and Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. I think he'd also dig I think he'd be a old school NWA fan. Randy definitely would be a NWA fan. He definitely strikes me as an NWA fan. So yeah, kind of like in that genre of music, especially in the rock side, where it wouldn't be too heavy. Also, I think Randy would dig Post Malone. I think he would be listening to some Post Malone as well. Um, yeah, maybe, and I could see him like maybe some strikeouts would be some early funk, like some early rock. Like I see Randy could be listening to Stevie Wonder on his off time. Like if he really wanted to chill out, I think he'd be listening to some Stevie Wonder. And maybe some Earth, Wind, and Fire. I don't know why, but I think he would dig Earth, Wind, and Fire. So Howard, what would Howard be listening to? Howard would be listening to like Limp Bizkit, a lot of the stuff Randy would listen to. Also, Howard would be throwing in some They Might Be Giants. Definitely, he is a They Might Be Giants fan. I would also say like Randy and Howard would both dig Linkin Park. Yeah, I forgot to mention Randy. I think Randy would be a big Linkin Park fan as well as Howard. So I think Randy and Howard would pretty much be like have the same kind of like there wouldn't be too much of a differential between Randy and Howard's favorite music. So let's move on to Julian. Yeah, let's change it up with Julian. Julian strikes me as a fan of like Evanescence and Bring Me the Horizon and Ghost, Disturbed, Voltaire. Also Ice Nine Kills. I also think he would dig like just a lot of like goth music, like a lot of like heavy goth music, just a lot of that genre because he just screams goth, and you would expect him to play that kind of music on like that's kind of like it's easy like Korn. Korn would also be in his playlist. I think also what's another one I could see on there. Maybe Crown the Empire. Oh, yeah. Crown the Empire, totally. I know it's not really goth music, but I could see Julian, like, listening to louder, like, screamo, harder, like, metalcore. There's the better term, metalcore. Some metalcore in there. So, moving on to Heidi. Heidi would be total pop. Just total pop. Heidi, I could see, like, Katy Perry, like Lady Gaga, Nicki Minaj, all of that, Maroon 5, all of that. But she does strike, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you went her playlist and saw, like, like, again, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I could also see her listening to some Aretha Franklin on her off time. I could also see her, like, for some reason, I don't know why, but I could strike seeing the Four Seasons on there, and some Beatles. Yeah, totally some Beatles on there. But that would be my assessment on Heidi's. But mostly it would be like a lot of pop stuff, just a lot of like your generic pop shit. Teresa, Teresa, I think would be a little more like she would have a lot of the pop stuff like Lady Gaga and a lot of that, a lot of the stuff Heidi would have. But I think like she would also be a little more classical. Like I could see her listening to like also Stevie Wonder. I could see her listening to, it's another good one, like James Brown. Yeah, some James Brown in there. I would not be shocked if that was in there. But I would think it would be a pop and early age funk kind of stuff for Teresa. She just, for some reason, she strikes me as that kind of, as a fan of that. Bucky. Who gives a fuck about Bucky? Moving on. Flute Girl. Yeah, just a lot of classical music because she thinks she's above everyone. Debbie Kang. I think Debbie Kang, like, I have this headcanon that Debbie Kang's, like, a secret grunge fan. Like, she loves, like, I wouldn't say grudge, that's not, like, she's a closet metalcore fan. Like, she just loves, like, frickin' Bring Me the Horizon and, Asking Alexandra and stuff like that. Like, I just would love, like, that's my headcanon. That is my total headcanon for Debbie Kang, is that she is, like, this closet heavy metal and metalcore kind of fan. And she kind of, she hides it from everybody else. Oh, shit. But anyway, those are kind of the major characters. Viceroy, I think, would just be playing... She blinded me with science while he was building another robot. Hannibal, I think Hannibal would listen to Weird Al. While he just seems like that kind of idiot to be listening to. Like, he's a stupid person, but you can't go wrong with Weird Al. But he just kind of strikes me as like, Viceroy, get me the new Weird Al album. I told you, sir, he hasn't done a new. I said, get the album. Oh shit. But yeah, so those are a few other. I know I didn't mention all the characters in Randy Cunningham Ninth Grade Ninja, but I decided, well, I know there's a lot. I know there's some I didn't mention, but a lot of them are like. So insignificant that it's kind of you kind of forget about them, and I left it open for you guys to do music to talk about. So, what kind of music do you think the characters of Randy Cunningham Ninth Grade Ninja would listen to? Comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.